I'm thinking not to ask questions today because it's a spring break, so let's give a break of the microphone, right? So my dear family, we are in the third Sunday of Lent. So to understand this gospel, we have to go to the beginning. So, I don't know if you remember, first Sunday of Lent was about what? What was the theme of the first Sunday? Desert. Yeah, we can say desert, but temptations. First Sunday of Lent, we speak about temptations. All the temptations that we have for power, pleasure, and money. All the temptations that are, in our hearts to be God. The second Sunday, that was, a week ago. What was the gospel about? What was the gospel about? Second Sunday, that was last week. I'm doing my spring, test. It was about, so let me just remind you. I don't know if you remember that I said that before you go, it's a new movie in town, and before you watch the movie, what is the first thing that you do? You watch the trailer because you want to know if you want to spend $20 in the movie. And if you see that the movie is very interesting, what? You pay and you go and you watch it. So that's what happened, that's what happened on last Sunday. We have an idea, the Lord allows us to see how heaven is going to be. I don't know if you remember that Peter says, Lord, how good is to be here. Because Peter saw heaven and he wants to be there. And all of us, we can taste heaven on earth. We can have that experience of heaven. Now this third Sunday is speaking about give us another opportunity. So to understand the gospel, I have some examples. For those that are in college, first semester. So when you go to college, right, first semester, let's see that you spending the entire, semester or the quarter of the semester drinking in a party with your friends. It's a good life, and away from my family. And now you receive the report. And now you have to call your family and tell the report. And the report says that you failed all the classes. What is the first thing that you say to your family if you fail the classes? Give me another opportunity. Give me another chance, Mom. I want to change. I'll make sure that the grades is going to go up. I want to study. I want to quit the parties. I want to quit drinking. I just want to, put myself in the books. Right? I hope so. You want to say that. Another example. Let's say that you're working, and the job description say, certain things that you have to do. And you have been called by human resources saying, according to what we give you, we don't like your job. We don't like the way that you're working. And if you need the job, what will be your answer? Give me another opportunity. Give me another chance. I want to make sure to do what I have to do. Right? Okay. Third example. If you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, if you marry, and the situation is not doing well, and you're fighting all the time, and one of the persons said, you know what, I just want to quit with this, or I want a divorce. And if you love the person, what will be the answer? Give me another opportunity. I will change. And this is the gospel today. Lord, give me another opportunity. The soil that the gospel is talking about is our own life. And how many times we take for granted our own life? We are thinking that we want to be here for eternity. And how many times we said, I want to change later. I want to do things later. I don't want to behave according to what the Lord is saying. So I want to do it later. And we always move everything for later, later and later. Today is a good opportunity because the Lord is saying to us, I will give you another chance. So the question that we need to ask, for what opportunity do we need to ask the Lord? What is the opportunity that you need in your own life? What is the opportunity that you need to get close to your family? Do you need to ask an opportunity to love the person that is next to you? Do you think that you have been taking for granted the effort that your family has been done in the last year, 10 years, for you to be the person that you want to be? Or for the times that you take for granted your relationship with your friends? This is the time that we go back and say, Lord, give us another opportunity. Because we have been living our life for our own selfishness. And the problem is that when you live for yourself, you don't care about the others. When you live for yourself, you don't care about what is the feelings of the other person. And this is happening, in the world, in family, and even happening in the church. That sometimes we don't care for anybody. And today the gospel is reminding us to go back and to ask the Lord, give us another chance. Give us another opportunity. That's why, when we enter into this season of Lent, it's in preparation for Easter. And as I said, many times, Lent is a time for us. A time to sit, a time to review our own life, a time to search, hey, what is the things that I have to change? What are the things that make me a person that I don't want to be? What are the things that I feel that, I want to be the person, or I want to be my own God? And being my own God, I'm destroying my family, I'm destroying my friends, I'm destroying myself. What is the things, because sometimes we come, sometimes we just see it, how beautiful is the Mass, the choir is amazing, the new lectors speak perfect English. So we just enter into this routine. And today is just a moment for all of us to stop and to review what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. A few days ago, I have a meeting with the Archbishop. The boss called me to his office. And he was telling me something, a lot of things that I was just like, oh. And at the end, he asked me a question. If this is your last day, what do you want to do? So I want to pass that question to all of you. If this is your last day, what do you want to do? Because again, we can live. We can live our own life. We can live in our own world. But probably living my own life, living my own world, as I said, I'm destroying the people that I love. I'm putting tears in the faces of people that smile to me. Because I just want to do what I want. And doing what I want destroy relationships, destroy marriages, destroy families. So give us, Lord, another opportunity. Let's go back to the same question. What is the opportunity that you need? Because if you don't know, let's go back, if you don't know who is God, you cannot ask for forgiveness. If you don't ask for forgiveness, you cannot be humble. And if you're not humble, you don't want to ask for another opportunity. So, who is God in my own life? Who is God in what we call the Catholic Church? Where is God in all these structures? Because again, we can be here, you can take shower, you can be sitting, looking so good, so nice, smelling so good. But at the end, you can live your life and you can live this Mass the way that you enter. Destroy. And you can say, I'm not destroyed. I'm good. What about the judgment that we have? What about the feelings that we have? What about the passions that we have? All these passions that sometimes allow me to see people not as my brother or sister, or they just allow me to see the other person as an object. The times that I don't want to be merciful to those that are in my house. The times that I don't want to serve one another. Probably the guys in confirmation, I just passed to confirmation class and I start asking questions. And at the end I asked one of the questions, what is the saint that you have for confirmation? Oh, St. John Paul II. Oh, Mother Teresa. And I said, oh, why? Oh, because she loved to serve the people. So I go back and I say, are you serving your family? No, but John Paul II served the people. Are you serving your family? Because again, we can enter in this routine, and this is not for us. But the only way that we can be, in the altar of the Lord, the only way that we can be ourselves is recognizing who we are. But to know who I am, I have to look at Jesus. To know that I'm a person, to know that I have dreams, to know that I have desires. But I hope that my desires and dreams are according to the will of God. How do you know that I'm according to the will of God? When you no need to ask for a second chance. That's when you know that you're doing the right thing. That's that you know that you're living your dream. So let us enter into this celebration of the Eucharist, giving thanks to God, living our own life. As I always said, do not be afraid of being yourself. You're not a mistake of God. You are the result of the love of God for us. Your life has a meaning. That's why you have to go and to tell the world, my life has a meaning. I'm the child of God. I'm the perfect creation of God. But I have to believe in that creation. I have to believe that I'm, the son, the daughter that God put on this earth for a specific mission. Because at the end, we can live our life for our own selves. But life has an expiration date. And probably sometimes we cannot go back and to reorganize the things that we put in disorder. So let's go back. Let's go back to ask for forgiveness. Let's go back to embrace the people. Let's go back to say to your family that you love them. Let's go back and to say to your parents, I'm so grateful for the effort that you're making for me to study, for me to have everything that I need. Let us begin with this culture, because the gospel is asking us for a second, opportunity. Lord, give us another opportunity. But if we do what is right, we don't need to ask for that opportunity, because I'm living according to the will of God. So, let us live in fulfillment. Live your life every minute. Live your life according to the values that you have been received. Live your life for God and for the people that you love. And never, as I always said, never put ears in the people that you love. Never fight with your family. Be always for them. And if you need to reconcile with your family, this is the perfect time to go back and to ask, Mom and Dad, forgive me. My friends, forgive me. And you can live your life in peace. Let us ask the Blessed Mother to give us the strength, to give us the courage to live in fulfillment. To live your life. Seriously, guys, live your life in fulfillment. Live every minute. Enjoy every minute. Have good friends. Be Christian. Because to be Christian is to be happy and to accept the way that you are. Because how many times we want to change our own body because I don't like the way that I am. But you are perfect, because that's the perfect creation of God. So let us enter into this Eucharist, giving thanks to God and celebrating that we are the sons and daughters of God. Something that, keep in your mind. Never get away from the altar. Never get away from the church. The church is always open for us. The church and the altar is always waiting for us, because Jesus loves us. And when we come to Him, we can live in fulfillment. When we come to Him, our dreams came true. Amen.